Okay, so you guys know who Kinga is on her bike.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. To the other side!
Other side!
Amazing, incredible adventure motorcyclist woman who has been all over the world. She's so inspirational, and we are hanging out with her here today in Florida. And you guys might also know that I cannot ride a motorcycle, but I also cannot ride a bicycle. So that is the plan for today, is to have Kinga teach me how to ride a bicycle.
I mean, you want as much momentum as you can at the very beginning. So all you're doing is putting your weight on it.
Now, I have been on bicycles before. I can go straight, but I cannot make turns, and honestly, I am quite terrified. I'm definitely going to be wearing my motorcycle gear for the most part, just because I have a very strong inclination that I am going to crash. Oh, is this the bike? Oh God, it's so tall. Whoa. Oh no. I didn't know you had a hand pump.
Yeah, it's from Leo.
Oh yeah.
We are gonna teach Marisa how to ride
a bicycle.
Bicycle. So, first gear down, the rest up.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to change gears? Look at my awesome
Oh, what a beautiful
Look at
robot.
that.
Yes, two beautiful,
Gorgeous.
lovely.
Bam.
OHB
on her
approved.
bike. Oh yes.
Which be approved?
All right.
Right.
This is way too tall for me. I
No,
need one of
it's
those
perfect.
kid bikes.
This is exactly the height it's supposed to be.
What am I doing?
You got it.
You got it. This is
nailing it.
exactly what you're supposed to do. Off you go. Don't fall.
Look at that. There she goes. There goes ET. You got this. You're a champ. All right, now let's try to stop, love. All right, that was better than better landing. Nice.
Oh, thank you. That was so scary.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Two Up and Overloaded.
I'm Marisa Notier.
And I am Tim Notier. Yeah, we've been traveling the world since 2017. Made our way down to Ushuaia in South America, halfway up the African continent. And in this latest adventure, we went up to Dead Horse, Alaska.
And in the last episode, we just completed our whole Alaska journey and came down here to Florida to winter for this winter.
Like Snowbird.
Yes.
And surprise, surprise, exciting, we met up with a wonderful woman named Kinga on her bike. But see, now it's zoomed in a little bit. Maybe a few of you have heard of her, probably everybody. She is awesome. She's so cool to hang out with. She contacted us because she was in the Floridian region as well.
Now, we had tried to cross paths in Africa. We were both in the African continent at the same time, but it was just not in our fates at that time. And so this was super great that we were both in the same state in the United States, and we were like, all right, yes, we have to meet up. We are going to meet up with Kinga from On Her Bike. We're excited, we're getting ready now, and we'll be off in a moment. This first moment that we were going to meet up with her, it was so awesome because we were also going to meet up with our good friends Greg and Melanie Turp.
This is true.
How you doing?
We've been friends with them for a long time. They ride Two Up as well. They've ridden all over the world, and so, you know, we're just always ping-ponging back and forth of ideas and adventure stories. So it was so great to have such a great convergence of adventure motorcyclist travelers
This is true.
in one spot. Oh, the bikes! Oh my gosh, this is a great trio right here.
And so what did a bunch of motorcycle adventure travelers do when they all met up?
They get together and hop in an
Get in
Uber.
an Uber, go to a Polish restaurant.
Yes.
One of our meals is steak tartare. Ooh, we've got pierogi coming. So we've got pierogi, sauerkraut mushroom, fried,
Potato and cheese.
potato and cheese, ruske we call it in Poland. There you go. Okay, so you guys start with this while I'm preparing your tartare.
And Kinga, I love her to death, and I hope she watches this. But she ordered like tripe soup and like that non-cooked meat thing.
And you didn't die.
I did not die.
Yet. Yeah.
Stomach, I try to stay away from stomach. It upsets my stomach to digest anything else's stomach. Yeah, and like uncooked meat.
Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. All right, and we put a little bit of Maggi, which is like, I don't know, Maggi. Right, there you go.
Thank you. So this is raw meat, beef tartare, with a raw egg mixed together the way Kinga knows to mix it. She says that if you're gonna have an awesome Polish meal, then you have to have this.
You know, again,
Oh, that was so good.
was good.
It really was.
if you fed it to me and you're like, how do you like this spread? I'd be like, that is some really good spread.
That's good.
How is it?
I really like it.
I'm so pleased.
And then if you're like, and by the way, it's uncooked meat and like egg, I'd be like, oh no.
Yeah, so this dish was raw ground beef with a raw egg, and you put it on bread.
And hope you don't get salmonella and E. coli.
That's right.
Yeah,
But we didn't.
No.
And it was really, really good.
this is true. And they had like this little dress up, like we were about
Knights.
Knights. Like we
Yeah.
were about to prepare for medieval times. I donned the cape quite fittingly. I've never draped myself in a cape, but it felt really natural. Just like it needs to happen more often. I think in a
coming out.
past life, I was either a superhero or a king or
One of those.
a prince.
Awesome.
I'll take it.
The next day, we had this really awesome excursion planned. So today we are going to go on a ride. We are here with Kinga on her bike and Greg and Melanie Terp, and we are all going to ride over to this place here on the Florida coast where there is someone, a friend of theirs, who has a boat, and we're going to go out on the water on the boat. I'm so excited just to be with these other awesome, amazing motorcycle adventures. So it should be a good one. So I want to show you Kinga's helmet. It is so beautiful. She actually had an artist hand paint it. Take a look. Isn't that amazing? And the symbols from Australia.
Motorcycles were involved, 2 wheels, and then we would transfer to 0 wheels.
And one sail.
And
No,
one
2
sail,
sails.
2 sails. A gentleman named Bill had reached out to Kinga to make all this magic happen, and
Yes.
just by default we were invited, which is
It was so cool.
it was absolutely amazing.
Practically in the water on that side.
Bill was such a cool person.
Yes, motorcyclist, loves our adventures, and
got an African twin.
also knows how to sail a boat.
This is true. And Lana.
Yes, Alana, she was super, super awesome.
This is RO3 from the middle of the ocean. It's been 5 days on the sea and no one around, just crocs, sharks and water.
And so yeah, we got on this boat, we undid masts and jibs and things went from left to right. I was learning how to untie ropes and to grind.
That's right.
Yeah, I've never been on grinder, but I make a pretty good grinder, I have to say.
Oh, what muscles? You're a real grinder.
We saw a dolphin, which was really nice.
Yes.
There he is.
We just saw a dolphin. It was so great. We went swimming in the ocean.
We went swimming.
Oh wow, yeah, look at that.
And then the skies kind of said,
Yeah.
we should go do something else.
So yeah, take a look at this weather. It is pretty nasty out
You know,
there.
it's amazing. It's sailing.
We hastily went back to port.
Look at these footprints. Oh, we're terrible. We are here, and where is here?
Tampa?
We met up with Bill and Alana one more time. It was at the Harley-Davidson Barracuda place.
Yeah, I think it was in Tampa or St. Pete's.
Yes,
somewhere right
St.
around there.
Pete's
Yeah.
Fool's Motorcycle Club?
Yeah.
Fool's Social Club. We're at the Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Look at this. I mean, there's so many motorcyclists here and so much motorcycle memorabilia here. Take a look around. This is amazing. Look at this motorcycle here. I wonder if these bikes have ever been on the road. They just look so pristine and so gorgeous. I would never ever take it out of here. Definitely museum quality.
They were having a little, I don't think it was technically a Toys for Tots, but it was a toy run that they're giving away like bikes over at the Fool's Club
Yeah.
that Bill belongs to and had invited us to go out for the day. But at the big old Barracuda bar, there's like a live band.
Who sung it better, folks?
They were playing Meatloaf covers. Come on, folks, that's awesome, right? They had a Blues Brothers tribute band.
They did! Good old Tilly.
Hello.
And we got Komodo dragon here.
We knew that we wanted to get out there and do some camping and get down and dirty with our buddy Kinga, who's been all over this God's green earth as well.
I just love her energy. It's super, super great. So we got all packed up. We are getting on the bike now.
Yeah, we are.
On the two bikes, we have Komodo dragon here.
So I'll leave and
And
I will
Tilly.
test my. You guys go behind and I'll test you guys behind me.
Cool.
Right.
Right.
Sounds good. So, I mean, riding on a boat is great, but we're adventure motorcyclists.
This is
and
true.
we like to go out there on the rough roads and we like to camp as well. So we really wanted to get out there to some cool park in Florida where we could camp. So you actually planned out this whole camping weekend that we were going to have with Kinga.
Yeah.
And you chose this park that we keep getting the name wrong.
It's not wrong. It's called Oscar Mayer Wiener
No.
Park.
So So we've been staying in Sarasota all winter long, and so we headed out from Sarasota and headed off to this park that is the real kind of Florida landscape.
It was like it was like we went into the Colombian jungle.
So cool.
It was so hot.
Yeah, it was hot.
But it was amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They even had a proper alligator warning sign right when we got to the camp
Because you don't
spot.
want an improper alligator warning sign. You want
That'd be
your
bad.
alligator warning signs to be top quality. We pulled in a lovely little spot, enough room for 2 tents and 3 humans and 2 bikes.
Okay.
Here's our spot.
Yes.
We got creatures. This creature is also quite possibly alligators.
Oh, yes, sorry, I meant to do
All
this.
right, there you go.
Yeah.
Beamers and KTMs can get along.
Sort of entrance to the tent, so you do this, bang, and there's like a little pocket here, so you just basically do this and then like bang and you're in.
I love it.
I know!
We went on an epic hike. So we're at this campground and nobody knows the name of it. It's Oscar Wienermeyer or something. It's really, really amazing. It's a lot more jungly than I thought it was going to be. I mean, look at all of these plants. It reminds me of Central America or Africa. And yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. There has been a warning about alligators, so we're gonna go check out the river right now and see if we see any.
We're not usually hikers, but we had like our little nature valley bars and prepped ourselves.
And we saw the trail that was going to lead out
Bam.
into the distance. And we took the trail. And this is where people go and take.
And defecate.
We go there.
We didn't
Yeah,
get very
this is
far.
not. No, we didn't get very
Retreat.
far.
Retreat.
Is that it? How many meters have we walked?
Like
It abruptly ended
like
in a
15
spot
feet.
that people use as a
defecation
bathroom.
station. It was definitely a defecation station.
It was.
At that location.
So it was not a hiking trail. It
No,
was
it was a poo-poo path.
a poo-poo path.
We abruptly turned around and we walked back.
And that's it, end of the
Under the path.
We cooked a meal together.
Yes.
It was a full-on everybody did something, not I just sat back and watched and filmed a little.
That's right. What did you do?
I boiled the water,
You
folks.
boiled the water.
Like a pro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. We made some macaroni and Marissa was cutting her little life away with some onions.
I'm chopping garlic over here. We decided we needed more garlic. You can never have too much garlic.
Never
in my
enough
mind.
garlic.
We were all in agreement on that. Yep, onions, garlic, tomatoes. This was all Kinga's idea. She was like,
Yeah.
I am going to create this dinner idea.
You know why I was so happy? Because there was no stomach parts and there's no raw meat. It was
True.
my kind of meal.
And we had a wonderful time just talking over the campfire. It was a lovely evening. Tim and I made a pretty terrible camping blunder.
Uh-oh, I don't even know what you're talking about.
We didn't put the rain fly on because it wasn't supposed to rain.
It's not supposed to rain.
So we made a very silly mistake last night and decided not to put the rain fly on because we wanted to look at the stars. We woke up and found ourselves in this.
But little do we know we're in like a humid jungle.
We're in
where-
a swamp.
Yeah. We wake up the next morning and it's just Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
It's so wet. Everything is wet. Which is not good for the down quilt.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah, I was concerned about that, and besides the fact that, you know, everything was wet.
Quite misty day. but it's nice, and we're kind of got that jungle feeling here in Florida.
We had some of that awesome Polish cake to eat for
Yeah,
breakfast.
this is
so
true.
good. Oh my gosh, this looks so good.
That is good.
It's nice, right?
Something I've never heard of, but want again.
Yes.
It's got chocolate swirls.
No,
it's
it's only
poppy
poppy
seeds.
seeds. That's it.
Really?
That's what it is. Yes.
Yeah. And then
I
it's
know.
like sugar
What?
icing.
No.
Yes.
Now we are going to be splitting ways, but not forever. We're gonna meet back up together.
Not forever.
That's right. Ah, gorgeous. Yes.
Love it, Dad. Thank you so much for everything. Real beautiful.
The final shebang of this final shebang finale
Yes.
was we were going to go camping with Miss Kinga again, but we're also going to meet up with Leo, who we had ridden with in Africa. Then we were going to all meet up for one last power session along with a couple of Leo's friends.
Cool. Another great convergence of great adventure motorcyclists.
This is true. It's going to be 6 of us. It was going to be me, Marisa. It was going to be Kinga. It was going to be Leo.
It was going to be Eric. It was going to be Stephanie.
So there's more than 6.
Yeah. Good morning. So we are packing up for a really, really exciting day. Kinga, on her bike, is going to be meeting up with our other motorcycle traveler friend, Leo, and we're gonna be camping in the Everglades. Today is gonna be a clash of universes. The multiverse, like I am Doctor Strange, that type of stuff. So, getting packed up, and then we're gonna go. And on the way there, we saw alligators.
We did, right off the main highway.
Alligators! Oh my goodness, we just saw like 4 alligators. Yeah, it was amazing. They were just hanging out right there.
Yeah. Then there's these white storky birds that
Yeah, like
are
these egrets.
egrets. We did get to the campsite and there was like nobody there. There was like one other dude.
It's really cool. In the jungle.
Jungle baby.
So the guy who's the camp host here just talked to us and said that there is a bear that comes around. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. You know, after camping all summer long in Alaska, if we get attacked by a bear in Florida, it's gonna be crazy. I do now understand why there was no one else there, because the
gonna
weather
rain that night.
forecast was really, really bad. But this was
we're
the one
adventurers.
time that we were able to do it. And that's what Kinga said. She was
Yeah.
like, well, come on, we can't handle a bit of rain. Like, we haven't
true.
done this before, so.
And my 1190R is waterproof.
It is, it is.
Fun fact. In our climb gear.
It is also
Vortex.
waterproof.
Waterproof.
Yes.
Oh, how's my hair?
Look at that. Will you marry me, Marisa?
So I'm gonna go with 7 of us.
I think.
There was me.
Me, you, Leo, Kinga, Eric, Stephanie. No, that's 6.
I take all of my not being able to count comments back.
Yeah,
I
you
can't count
did
to
it.
6.
You can count to 6.
So it's just really good again to be with this motley crew of awesome adventure riders.
Feel the wind on my face. alright.
So the rains have officially started. Luckily, we're mostly set up with camp here. It did start raining pretty much right away though. Okay, so due to the rain, we have made a little shelter here.
But we had an extra tarp, and I tried to make like a little fort. And it kind of worked, and we all kind of squeezed underneath it.
And we had pasta, but this time without a tomato sauce. It was with Alfredo sauce and broccoli. It is raining, so that's why we're underneath this tarp. And we have made pasta. I hope you can see it in this video. Uh-oh, is your camera like, you see it's like humid.
Yeah, you've got. It's scratched? No, it's just a.
It's just the humidity, but I don't have a thing.
It's a.
Oh well. So, because everything's wet, we've laid everything out in the sun. My least favorite part of camping is when everything's wet. At least we have sun and dryness right now. There's nothing worse than packing up in the rain. So I'm very thankful for the weather right now, but I wish it wasn't quite so muddy.
So that was kind of the apex of our adventure, was to see all of our good friends. It was kind of like the ending of Big Fish, you know?
Yeah,
Great
it really
movie.
was, except without the really sad part.
Without no one died.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like
it was
even
sad
better.
to say
it
goodbye,
was.
though.
Yeah, we said bye to Leo, but we'll be seeing him one last time before he takes off on his round the world adventure.
But we said bye to Kinga.
We said bye to Kinga, which was difficult because she was just so awesome to hang out with. We love you very much. Thank you for all of the awesome
Kinga.
times, and you know, it was just really soul satisfying to hang out with such a cool person.
And as one last final glorious thing that happened to us, on our way out of the campground, we saw so many alligators.
Alligators behind us?
Gators?
Gators. There's like 70 of the little boogers. And more of those, I'm going to call them egrets, right?
Egrets.
Egrets. I've never seen like a robin hang out next to like an earthworm and like their buddies. But these things, I mean, the meaty little snacks were hanging out next to these carnivores.
Yeah.
Just hanging out.
I know, I don't get that at all.
No. That was the accumulation of our entire trip from Chicago to Alaska, all the way back down, and ended with a bang, seeing our really good friends.
We are going to have Tim on Kinga's bike and Kinga on our bike.
On a bloody KTM.
It's not bloody yet. All right.
Wow.
Will we ever see them again? I'm not sure. And they're back. Yeah!
I enjoyed it. Very tall, very responsive, very quick. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
So we did want to do kind of like a gear review
Yes.
of our climb gear that we love so much. We'll give some spoiler alerts of what we actually bring, and you can decide for yourself if it's something you would take or not. And just kind of a story arc of how all of that survived and lasted and fared on our journey.
Yeah, basically the next episode is going to answer all of the questions that we've been getting this whole time from our viewers. You know, how has that gear been working for you? What do you bring along with you? What was needed? What wasn't needed? What should I avoid? Things like that.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for the next episode, and I hope you liked this one. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up. and hit the subscribe button below. Ding ding! And we'll be seeing you next time.
Stay safe, everybody.
Bye!
Peace! Most of you know that I just kind of make stuff up, but this one, Boy Scout Honor, I don't know what it is. Which one's Boy Scout Honor?
I don't know.
You're not a Boy
I think
Scout?
it's like this.
The Girl Scout now.
No, this is Girl Scouts.
Is 3?
Yeah.
And Boy Scouts is 2?
Yeah.
Learned something here, guys.
I don't know.
We don't know. I take that back. You might not learn anything here.
Whoa, semi-pro.